Hey y'all, welcome to the channel. Thank y'all for being here. I see a lot of you guys have been waiting for the live. Thank you so much. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So, today we're going to be discussing young men are not trying to marry. Now, this video is to tell you ladies that if you're trying to get into a serious relationship to a younger man, marriage may take a little bit longer. And also, it's not going to be by his choice. He's going to feel pressure. He's not going to want marriage as much as you. Younger guys do not want marriage like women want marriage. So, y'all need to understand this. Okay. In fact, they want to be free as long as possible. So, if you are young and you're trying to get into a relationship with a younger man, hoping that it results in some type of marriage, just understand that having several options in several age ranges will help you get to marriage faster. So if you're dating a younger guy, also date an older guy. If you're dating a middle-aged, young, and then old, your chances of marriage are higher because you have options. And most of the time, the younger men are probably not going to, want to move towards marriage. So the older ones will. So you don't have to feel like you've wasted time, but that you've gotten your experiences and to know what you want, what you don't want, who can make a decent provider, so on and so forth, who's ready for marriage. Okay. So y'all need to make sure that y'all are dating several at the same time if you are looking for marriage. Oh, Kim Key, thank you for the super sticker. Thank you, Malik. Any age that is able to pay your bills, buy your car, and buy your dream house. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Y'all need to understand this. If he can't afford his bills, he can't afford your dream house or your lifestyle. So that's why I always say go older. If you're trying to date for lifestyle and get into a marriage that, you don't have to be a slave in. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't date gritty old men. Date men who are generous, that have money, that are older, that are ready for marriage. All right. It's common sense. All right. Would you date a greedy young man? Then why would you date a greedy old man? Does it make sense? Go where the money is, man. Go where the generosity is flowing. Go where you're wanted more. Go where you're celebrated. Okay? Go where you can get what you want. All right? If you have a problem with silly things, you're not ready for this channel yet. Okay? Go. And I like to tell you, ladies, y'all might not be ready for my channel yet. Y'all might need to go and figure things out a little bit, see what you want, see what you don't want, go date around. And when you're ready to date for lifestyle, come back. Okay? When you're ready to date for lifestyle, come back to the channel. Y'all, a lot of y'all aren't ready yet. Y'all need to date for fun, for looks, for all of that. Some of y'all need to get married, divorced, and ready to get remarried before y'all come back to this channel. If that's y'all, just hold off until y'all are ready for the information on this channel, because some of y'all are still very young and don't know, what this and what that is. But when you're ready to date for lifestyle, that means money, cars, houses, status, da 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 da. You come back over here. All right. So this is not a love channel. This is not a healthy relationship channel. This is a date for lifestyle channel, hypergamous channel. Okay. This is not for those young ones who are looking for, true love and things like that. Once you find that and you're finished with it, you're over it, and you're ready to move forward for the lifestyle that a man can offer you, then come back to this channel. Okay. When you are done entertaining, the guys who just want to have fun and you're ready for funds, come back to the channel. Because young guys are more likely going to want to date more and, have fun rather than plan a long-term life, marriage, family with you in their 20s or early 30s. Okay. So don't count on it. Just date just like they're dating, and make sure you're dating multiple age ranges so you can get the benefits of multiple age ranges. Okay. Do you think it's a cultural thing? Your fiance is 22. It's probably a cultural thing. So my thing is, can he afford, this is a lifestyle channel, not a true love channel. So you might be in love with someone and you might want to be with that person, but are you going to want to be with them when the bills come in, when it's time to move, when it's time to upgrade your vehicle? Are they going to be able to afford a wife, a child? If the answer is yes, then great, but you're still not going to get the type of commitment that you would get from an older guy, because when you're young, you still have a roaming eye and you still want to experience things. So just keep that in mind. Not that an older man won't do the same thing, but it's probably a lot less. How to get a car from him? He's old and very slow. Ask, sprinkle, sprinkle. If he likes you enough, he'll be at that dealership with you, man. Or just say, let's go test drive cars and get him in there. The salespeople will do the rest of the work. That's their job. All right, just get him to the dealership. All right. Anyway, I don't suggest getting married after, before the age of 25 anyway. Okay. You met a wealthy 35-year-old at a bar. I was alone and he paid for my drink, and I saw that he had a black Amex. We were texting, but he left me on red. Okay, so he has lots of options and he's young. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Go for older. I always tell y'all, go for older. And at least that you're attractive to someone that, has money. So the next time, maybe an older guy will definitely approach and use the number or text back or something like that. Remember, younger guys have more options. So they're not going to be focused on marriage, long-term relationships, and trying to be with you. They're trying to be with everybody who will have them until they get old, and then they have to actually fork out the money. Okay. So this is why I'm telling y'all, just skip all of that and go straight for the money. Okay. Straight for the guys who are ready to spend and possibly commit. Okay. If that's what y'all are trying to do, because some of y'all want to just skip through all this rigmarole and get straight to the lifestyle. And the fastest way to do that is through an older guy. Okay. I've seen it with my own eyes. I've helped women do this. And I've done this so many times, like as far as giving women advice on how to get the bag fastest. Okay. I've seen someone go from being almost homeless to owning their own business within 2 years of dating an older man. Okay. And I'm not talking about a small business. I'm talking about like a full on bar. I'm talking about a full on salon. I'm talking about a full on nail shop. Okay. I'm not talking about little, Etsy stores. So the fastest way for a woman to get to wealth and to get to entrepreneurship is through an older man who is giving money, who is trying to get married. If y'all want the shortcuts in life, this is what y'all got to do. Okay. Some of y'all are still wanting true love and stuff. This is not the channel for you. Come back when y'all ready. All right. This is for the women who want the shortcut to the good life quick. All right. Or at least faster than she would on her own or struggling with some youngster. Okay. So go straight for the lifestyle and you will have it. I promise you. So many women I've helped get to that point. Now they're successful, making a lot of money, married, so on and so forth. Okay. What to tell a man? He asks if I'm seeing other men. Don't tell him, always lie. Say, no, I'm only seeing you right now. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Always lie. Always tell y'all lie. Okay. Thank you for the donation. So late 40s. If you're going to date in the 40s, make it late 40s, not early 40s. Early 40s still think they 20. Late 40s, they are about to hit 50 and they getting scared. Midlife crisis is approaching. So late 40s, 48, 49, 50. Okay. If you want the shortcut to life, date older men who can afford the kind of car you want to upgrade to, the kind of house you want to live in, and the kind of money that you want, the kind of vacations you want to go on. Can they afford it? Look at their salary. Look at their availability. Look at how much they like you. It's not a one simple formula. It's a whole bunch of things that you have to consider. So if the old man is older, he has enough money for you, him, and the lifestyle that you guys want, that's who you need to date. Okay. You don't need to be dating a guy that can barely pay his rent. Okay. It doesn't even make sense. You can't even get no money out of it. It doesn't matter the age. Can they give you the lifestyle? As long as they're old enough, if you want marriage, as long as they're old enough to want to think that they're still a teenager. Okay. So Late 40s and up is the youngest that I suggest if you're trying to get married and get the lifestyle. If you're closer to 40, then go up higher. I always say 20 years and higher is going to get you the most. All right. If you're dating 20 years and up, you're always going to get the most, especially if they're generous and they're more marriage minded. Okay. So whatever your age is, add 20 to it. That's who you go date. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's who you're going to get the most out of, especially if they're generous. Add 20 years to whatever you're dating, whatever your age is, add 20 years. Go for those. And the ones that like you a lot. There you go. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And if you add 20 years, you're adding, what are you adding? 20 years of experience, 20 years of savings, 20 years of already dating and now ready to settle down. You're dating your mental match, because most women are more mature mentally and want to settle down faster than most younger guys or guys their own age. So you're literally just going to be dating your mental match, your mental equal, because that's what they're thinking, like even 20 years older than you. They're thinking about the same things that you want at that time. So remember that. Dating guys your own age is literally a waste of your time, unless you want to be Barbara the Builder, 50-50 chick, pick Misha, and all of that. Oh, Peaches. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. You said your husband is 49. He keeps this pastor paid. All right, then. Get it, Peaches. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So that's all we're saying. If you don't understand it, if you can't do it, come back when you're ready. The channel ain't for everybody. Or just take what you can take from the information and move forward. Like, this is what I teach. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all the fastest way. Okay. Okay. Some of y'all aren't going to be able to do this. Some of y'all are going to have to work harder. Okay. So if y'all aren't able to date older guys, y'all are going to have to work harder, put in more work, have more game. And yeah, I have plenty of videos on that. I'm trying to get y'all to the fastest, easiest way, because y'all are dealing with these youngsters out here and it's going to take a lot of work. Y'all see how these guys that y'all's own age are acting. Y'all going to have to put up with that, you know? So I'm not the type of woman that likes to put up with a bunch of rigmarole and crap. So I just fast forward. I don't deal with stuff like that. I never have, and I never had to. I would rather deal with somebody mentally mature, financially mature, and able to give me the lifestyle that I want, rather than fighting with someone who's 20 years less than me mentally. I'm not going to be able to do that. That's more of a turnoff to me than someone of an older age, because I'm more mental, right? If you ain't talking about giving me what I want and talking about some money, I can't even sit with you. So not going to be able to do it with the youngsters. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, how much do I weigh? Less than your mother. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Why? Are you a dietitian? Are you a physical trainer? Because those don't make enough money for me. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Sorry. All right, anyway. Boys and young men are out to conquer you and move on. Yeah, boys are just there for their ego. You want an older guy who's there for you and want to spoil you and give you the world. That's what you want. You're 25, met ugly 40-year-old chairman. He's weird, too free-spirited, drinks much. He gave me $100 first date. Should I give him a chance? Though not late for it. See what else you can get out of him. It's better than dating for free or splitting a bill until you find a better one with more money. You know what I'm saying? So keep him until you find a better one, or keep both if you find a better one. Just keep getting the money. The money is the goal, not the man. The man with the money is also, what you might want to marry, but the goal is always going to be the money. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, why ask a lady her weight? You know what? It really doesn't matter. If I go get Ozempic, I'll be skinny in 2 weeks. So who cares? That's not like I can't afford it. Oh, Leslie, sprinkle, sprinkle. Is that your natural hair, Shira? Yes, it is. I grew it like overnight. Just kidding. It's a wig. Sprinkle, sprinkle, Leslie. How to handle men who come from generational wealth. They act different. Dated a guy from a wealthy family and he made me feel uncomfortable. Then tell him, look, I don't normally date guys from wealthy families because they're too stuffy. So, we'll just be friends. Girl, if you're friends on them, they'll act right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Always friend zone the people that think that they all of that. Take their ego down a notch. All right, friend zone. Go find you some new money with some. Okay. Go find you some new money, man. And friends on the old money. Okay. Then he'll be mad at himself. Sprinkle, sprinkle. As long as so if you're going to cheat on the older guy, make sure the younger guy has money too. Don't date with a broke younger guy. They all got to have money. If you laying down with them, they got to have money. Period. Okay. If you can't find a young man who's broke, then don't even lay down. I mean, if you can't find a young man who's rich, don't even lay down with him. Don't lay down with nothing broke. That is the rule. If you break the rule, eventually it's going to, it's not going to work out for you. Never break the rule of laying down with anything broke. Don't lay down with nothing broke, period. Okay. If you're going to sleep with somebody and they're younger and you don't want to avoid the older guys, great. But make sure the younger guy has money. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. If you lay down with something broke, don't come back asking me dumb questions. Because I'm telling y'all now, don't lay down with nothing broke. Don't lay down with nothing dusty. All right? Don't lay down with any boy in his soft boy era. Don't lay down with anything more feminine than you. Okay? And some of these guys in the comments are definitely more feminine than a lot of ladies in this chat. Okay? Don't lay down with them. Because they're definitely in the closet. At least subconsciously. You don't want to date a guy who's subconsciously in the closet. Now, what this means is he might not be gay, but he has lots of gay tendencies and he might as well be. The only thing that's straight about him is his preference. So when I say you dating these soft boy era, I'm not homophobic at all. I'm dustophobic. All right. Because it takes a masculine man to create himself and to be the type of man that women actually are attracted to. Okay. So if you're going to be in your subconscious closet as a drizzle, what you call it, soft boy era dude, the only women you're going to attract are Pick Misha and Barbara the Builders. And those type of women will only hold you back, literally. So, or force you to marry them or put a baby on you. So you can't go nowhere. Even in your brokenness, they'll put a baby on you. Okay? Yes, I'm dustophobic. And a lot of you dusties are living your best feminine life, but still acting straight. But subconsciously and mentally, you're really a feminine person, and all your traits are feminine because you don't have any masculine get up and go get this money. All you want to be is taken care of and thought of as the prize and chased. So to me, that's the woman. That's the feminine aspect of you that's taking over, and there's no more masculinity left in you. So this is why I say avoid young men, because at least by the time they get older, they know what it is to be a man, because they've lived long enough to learn that does not work for a long time. It only works for the type of women that they don't want. Okay. So naturally they'll figure it out, hopefully, and they'll move forward in their masculine traits if they can. Some of them won't. Some of them will just let somebody take care of them the rest of their life and be the loser that they are and be the disappointment to their mothers and all of those things. But that's fine, because a lot of men are in that state right now because they want to live their best feminine life because subconsciously they're feminine and they want to be a woman secretly. So that's what I think, a lot of this stems from. They're not masculine enough in their mentality. Okay. So you want to find an older guy who grew up in the era where masculinity was trending. And this is why I say go to the older generation, because they know what it still is to be a man. And they're not playing in people's comments. They're not, some of the young guys know what it is to be a man, but a lot of these guys, they don't know what it is. They didn't have fathers. They didn't have an example. They don't know. They just follow the women because that's all that they were around. So instead of going to a masculine man's channel and learning how to be a man, they tend to seek out feminine channels and want to join. So welcome, Sprinkle Sprinkle. Oh, Tippy, Sprinkle Sprinkle. Hey, Shira, these older men started to act like they are the prize too. How much older though, ma'am? How much older are you? I'm talking about almost 50, 60, older, not old, not older than you, but older. And when they start acting like the prize, you're obviously not choosing the correct target. You got to find someone that worships the ground you walk on, ma'am. That means you got to be like, they got to pinch themselves when they're with you because they can't even believe it's true. So the dynamic of the relationship means, Beauty and the Beast. Okay. That's what it has to get to. And you'll have everything you want. Okay. You said they are jealous of women and have no empathy. Well, I have, one time I really sat and thought about it and I was like, I am so glad that I was born a woman and not a man, because I would probably be part of the feminine male movement too. But unfortunately, I was born as a woman and I'm so thankful because I couldn't imagine being no man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Like literally, I'd probably be mad too. I probably would. I'm not going to lie. If I was born a man in this society that these guys are born in with a feminine upbringing, and only had women to follow, I'd probably be in the same boat. But unfortunately, I'm not. I mean, there's a way to get out of that boat if they want to, and they know that. All they have to do is go click on a man's channel that's masculine and has the type of lifestyle that they actually want and go learn from him versus being in the comments gossiping and whining. That's what I feel. And I hope that it turns around and hopefully the masculinity will come back into the younger generation that's, getting ready to come up. I hope that's true, because if not, everybody just going to be gay in the future. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Everybody's just going to be gay in the future because no woman is going to want no broke man unless she's a pygmisha. And, that's literally a feminine man and a masculine woman. And so subconsciously, they're literally just a gay couple in their mind. Okay. She wears the pants in the relationship. So a lot of these guys are upset. And a lot of these men work for female bosses. So that also makes them feel less than. And a lot of these men are with women that they don't like or they don't want to marry. And so, they always, go over to the type of women or the type of channels that they can't afford or have. And it's always like that. This is why you don't take younger men seriously, because they're still mentally 10 years old in their mind, especially if they're in their 20s. If a man is in his 20s, his mentality is of a teenager, a young teenager. So you can't even take him seriously. If he's 30, he's still mentally 20. If he's 40, he's still mentally early 30s or 20s, depending on his financial growth and his responsibilities that he's acquired. If he hasn't acquired much, financial stability, he's going to be more immature. Okay. So you got to make sure that he's mentally, financially stable to even consider sleeping with, not even marrying, but sleeping with. Because if you slip up and get pregnant, you don't want some immature 20-something-year-old running away from responsibilities. Make sure they have money if you lay down with them. Okay. So if you're dusty, and crusty, you might as well go find your pick Misha or your Barbara the Builder, because those are the only type of women that actually are looking for you guys. Okay. They're looking for someone to spoil because they already know they can't get any other type of man because of how they take care of themselves and how they, you know, think and operate. So they already know what they're working with. And they're not, you know, a lot of women aren't ashamed of it. They'll hold their man down, they'll cook and clean. And then when they're expecting that ring and it never comes, that's when they start looking for this channel. So, or after it's too late, if they do get a ring, but the dude is dusty and they don't have a job, that's when they come start looking for my channel. And all I'm going to tell them is go find you one with more money that's older. Cheat on them. I'm going to tell him, if you're with a young dusty who can't pull his weight as a man, go find another man. And I will tell them straight up. I will tell them, if you married a dusty, that don't even count, man. If he can't provide for you, he's not even doing his husband duty. So go find another one, go replace him, go cheat on him, go do whatever you got to do if he can't man up and take care and handle his business. And I will say that 20 times over. Because sometimes that's the only way that these women make it through, is to go cheat on their dust. Because the dust won't get up and make his life better to make your life better. So you got to go do the man's job. You got to go find another man and bring him to the table, since your man can't bring nothing to the table and you married him because you was in love. That's why I don't mess with young dudes. And I never, not seriously. No, Henry, what have you been saying today is true. I have no choice but to endorse. Uh-oh, Henry, sprinkle, sprinkle. That's right, because young guys don't want marriage. They just want to hit it a couple of times, be seen out in public with you if you cute, and move on. They ain't trying to marry you, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And I wouldn't be trying to marry nothing young either. I'm going for the old dude. Yep. And let me tell y'all something. If you date younger, don't get serious. Date several. Because this is where a lot of y'all ladies mess up. Y'all date young. Y'all think this is the one. And they, y'all gonna have some kids. And he's gonna make it in this world, even though he's playing video games 18 hours a day. Somehow he'll find a way. No. If he don't have it when you meet him, continue on to the next or dating several. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said Team Silver Fox. 63-year-old millionaire proposed he wants prenup. I say yes. If the prenup benefits you, ma'am, write something in there that benefits you too, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. As long as you leave with more than you came in with, ma'am. Okay. You said Team Silver Fox. Okay. Y'all are silly. And some of these young guys are upset that you ladies are actually dating older, because the older men, a lot of the older men, I'm not going to say all of them because there's some duds, okay? But a lot of the older men know how to treat you. They're less disrespectful. And of course, they're going to pay, and they're able to provide mostly if you're dating in the rich area, like I tell y'all. And a lot of these younger guys are a little bit upset about that because they already know that a lot of ladies are dating multiple men at the same time. And they're not trying to be faithful anymore, especially to these young guys who aren't faithful anyway. Oh, Nick, sprinkle, sprinkle, thank you. Or not looking for marriage. So they're all, a lot of dusties are always saying, oh, y'all will never get married. Well, if we date 3 and 4 people at the same time, our chances go up. So if y'all, a lot of these guys are throwing statistics around and saying, y'all are never going to get married. If we date 3 at a time, we might. And get married fast too. Too money. So, I always tell y'all, don't listen to them. Just rise above it and do what's best for you, ladies, because you live with you. You're going to have to wake up to yourself every day. And I'd rather wake up to myself every day knowing that I have more potential than some dusty dude. Okay. So you said what's wrong? Yeah. If you, Okay, there's a dusty dude in here that's trying to like troll, but we already know he's feminine. So we already know he's in that closet. But when you decide to come out, we'll throw you a party, sir. Sprinkle, sprinkle. We'll throw you a rainbow party. June is right around the corner. Okay. You know what month that is, right? I know you do. Drizzle, drizzle. He really want attention, don't he? Go get some money. That's how you get attention as a man. Okay. Okay. Thank you, sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, God, it's wild red in the house. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. No, if you're in here acting feminine and pressed, I mean, I don't see you as being a masculine man, so I'm not going to say that you're straight if you're not acting that way. Bless his heart. I mean, if you're going to be straight, act straight. Okay. Go to a video that's teaching you how to make money. Go work out. Go apply for a second job. Go do something masculine. Oh, universal, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you. You want a provider, pick Misha for a soft guy phase. Okay, well, all you got to do, if you want a provider, pick Misha, all you got to do is go find one of them videos where the girl is talking with no makeup and a bonnet on, talking about, I'm a good woman. Okay, just go type that in. I'm a good woman. And go find that channel. Okay, just go to YouTube and type in I'm a good woman. And when you see all the bonnets pop up with no makeup on, click on all of them. That's where she at. Okay, you go have fun over there choosing and picking between all of them. Okay. They be cooking and look for videos with like food thumbnails and all that. You'll definitely find her. She'll cook for you, wash your clothes, do all the stuff you need done. Looking for the love that she doesn't have for herself in you. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. She will. I'm trying to tell y'all until she comes to her senses. I don't know how long it'll be, but hopefully y'all can find each other. I mean, of course, soft boy era, he needs shelter. She need a man. Y'all might not be seen out in public that much, but hey. Except for on Halloween, maybe. I don't know. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. So this is also why you don't like young guys. Like you don't take young guys seriously because you could be at work if you have a job, because obviously you're going to be dating a young guy, you're going to have a job. And they're going to be in someone's comments playing or on a video game playing or, whatever, because they're not mature enough to understand that time is money and time is valuable. And what you're doing with your time now, if it's not earning you money, it's losing you money as a grown man. There are so many men who are so smart and know how to get money quick and have money coming from several streams and all that. But instead, these feminine men would rather sit in a woman's channel. So we already know those aren't the targets. Those are feminine men. Okay. You said if it's soft boy era, he can get a man or a woman. Great. Yes, they can go either way. They can go trans, man, woman, whatever. It doesn't even matter. If they're in their soft boy era, they soft. They take whatever. They be gay for pay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, Kim, the way he is so involved sounds just like a petty female. Actually, it's worse because women, they're not that dumb to keep going. This is more like childish, It's more of a young child era, like immature, that's how you know they have no money, because if they're that immature, you know they don't have no money in that account. No mature person that acts like that has a lot of money in their account to spend. So that's another way you can tell. Okay. Yeah. If they're in the comments throwing tantrums, their bank account is on negative. Okay. You said, do I think bad wigs attract rich men? Yes. I think bad wigs attract rich men because rich men aren't looking at your hair. They're not weaveologists. They don't know about baby hair or laid down lace. They don't know any of that because they're too busy making money. They're not on women's channels and they don't know what any of that is. As long as you look good, you're good. Okay. Remember, they don't know what any of that is. So how are they supposed to look out for it if they don't even know what it is? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Yeah, a lot of guys are in their soft guy phase, and that's perfectly okay. You know, but I think your time could be spent a lot better, like becoming more masculine and getting more money. Because only Pick Mission and Barbara the Builder will take care of y'all. And it's not a guarantee forever. Okay, because they might wake up and start to love themselves and look for a provider man at some point. Okay. You said beware of gossipy men. Exactly. Like it's so weird how men have literally become women and call themselves straight. So weird and not in a good way. Do you think 20-year-old women should try to marry now? No, heck no. If you're 20, you should be dating several guys, getting money from several guys, paying all your bills, going on vacation, having a good time. And when you're ready to start dating seriously for lifestyle and marriage, I would say after the age of 25, you should definitely be serious or only date in your 20s for lifestyle. If you're there yet mentally. Some of y'all aren't there yet mentally. You'll have to go through the motions first. But if you're there mentally and you're ready to stop working, you're ready to live your best life, you're ready to stack your paper, stack his paper in your account, you're ready to live the life that you want to live and upgrade all of that, then you're ready to date much older guys. If not, you still want to struggle and see if you can fall in love and if this man is going to act right for you because you're special, then, you know, go for it. But when y'all are ready for the lifestyle and the money, y'all know to date older and rich. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. We're not playing around no more. If y'all got questions about love and relationship, go to the other channels. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all are asking me dumb questions, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. If you don't believe in yourself and you don't love yourself, then anything that you want is impossible. If you love yourself and believe in yourself and know what you can do, all things are possible. Okay. So if you're asking me a question from your low self-esteem, you need to check your self-esteem and then ask the question again. Okay. Because if you are mentally prepared, if you love yourself, if you know you the prize, you're not going to be asking me no dumb questions. So I'm going to tell y'all ladies straight up. If you don't think you're the prize, you got to get there first. Okay. Before you can do pretty much anything. If you need someone outside of yourself to tell you you're the prize, I just told you. And so you need to either start acting like it and living like it and stop asking dumb questions. Okay. He wants to marry you, but no college. What? Degree, he got Uber money. Girl, if a broke man is trying to marry you, run. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Girl, don't marry broke. That's stupid. They are just getting married to be broke together. That makes no sense. Don't ever marry broke. You're only supposed to marry to upgrade your life. Otherwise, don't marry. If you're marrying broke, that's not smart. That's the dumbest thing you can do. He's still marrying broke. You're still marrying broke. You're still, if that's the richest you can get, you can't get no better than an Uber driver, and you don't think that anyone else is going to propose to you and that you're worthy of a better than an Uber driver, then that's what you got. Then that's what you do, ma'am. But I think if you're not disfigured, you can do better. Okay. Even if you are disfigured, you can get plastic surgery and do better. I don't know. But what I'm saying is, if that's the best you think you can do, and if you're old and your biological clock is ticking and Uber dude is the only one checking for you, and you feel like this is your missed chance, if you don't take it, then take it, ma'am. But I know most people can do better than that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You said I missed a super chat. Hold on. Let's see. Sure. Is an older video. In an older video, I said if you were 22 today, you wouldn't date black men. Why is that? And why you still? I would date several men. When I was young, I would date more than one race at the same time. I'm not just gonna date one race. I would date all men. But if I had to date in this day and age, in this era, I would be dating older black men, but not no young black man. Y'all see how they act in the comments? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Sorry, they're too immature and they ain't got no money. Okay, but the older guys, they got money. So I would date any race older. I'm not dating no young black dude that's in the comments acting just like me. I mean, what we gonna do? Get our hair and nails done together? Sprinkle, sprinkle. I mean, I might as well have a gay best friend if I'm gonna date black guys my own age, because they ain't got no money and they act like women. So why would I? They always crying and gossiping and nagging. I mean, I date them and be their bestie. We be besties. We go get our nails done. We can live his soft boy era, and I'm gonna live my soft girl era. We could talk about our boyfriends together. I don't know, but I'm not getting ready to date one because I'm straight. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Sorry. You said you're dating your first Caucasian. Y'all are so silly. But back in my day, it was still okay to date guys close to your age, who were black because they had some type of masculinity still there. But nowadays, you might as well just be having a gay bestie. Okay. They're cool. They could be nice friends. But that's about it. They waiting on you to chase them, you to pay for something. Sorry. I'm going where the men are. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Either they in the older generations of black men or different races of black men. I mean, different races or different cultures. I mean, the culture could also vary. They could be black and live in another part of the world where men are still men. But here in America, heck no. Greetings, Shira. Someone thought my outfit was too much for dinner. Well, I don't know what your outfit was, but live your best life, man, and Sometimes, when you go out to dinner, sometimes you have to like scope out the restaurant to see what type of clothing is appropriate and what type of clothing might be too much. You know what I'm saying? And if you didn't feel like it was too much and the people in the restaurant didn't feel like it was too much, perhaps it was just the man who thought it was too much. Maybe he brought too much attention to you guys. I don't know. Sometimes guys just want to be like more understated versus standing out. Oh, you met a 77-year-old last week. Says he's 65. You Googled him. A millionaire. He's annoying. He calls me back to back if I don't pick up. First time, ask if I miss him. Girl, I'm gonna get my acting skills together for that much money. Sprinkle, sprinkle, Miss Nick B. I'm getting ready to get my acting skills on. Hey, baby, I'm gonna be calling him back to back. I was asking when we going here, when he's taking me shopping and all this. Girl. Get the money, ma'am. The money is the goal. Just get the money, stack it, start you a business. You might not even need him for that much longer. You can get some money out of him. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Or you might marry him and inherit a fortune. You never know. The money is the goal. Uh-oh, Francesca. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Date people that can give you the lifestyle that you want. Marry people, date people that will possibly marry you and give you the lifestyle you want. Okay. Or you don't have to work for it so hard. Okay. Where it's just going to happen easy. What do you do if your provider man says that you're not attracted to them physically? Make up a good old lie of why you're not attracted to any man physically that much, young or old. Make up a lie. Tell him what it's going to take and see if he can, make a list of all the things it's going to take and see if you can check them off or he can help you check them off. Okay. That's how you get more. Just keep adding stuff to that list. Mm-hmm. You said women are not attracted to 90% of men anyway. That's true. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You're 23. He's 27. Treats you like a princess. Going to expensive restaurants. Third date. He's put it off. I told him I'm going through a lot. He asked how he can help, but didn't because he's too young, bam. He needs to be like 57 instead of 27 if he's going to offer you some type of money. At least 47. That 27 can't do nothing. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You wasted your time. Okay. When I was 27, I was, I was being taken care of. I wasn't trying to take care of nobody. Okay. Go to the rich side of town. Take yourself and go to the rich side of town. Okay. That's where you hang out. Go grocery shopping over there. Go hang out over there. Go run your errands over there until you meet somebody over there. That's where. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because these young guys aren't going to give you the type of lifestyle that you want. It's just not going to happen. It's physically impossible if they haven't had enough time to work in order to get money. They haven't had enough time in their career, if they even have a career, to give you the type of house you want, the type of car you want, for you to stay home and be a stay-at-home mother if that's what you want, for you to quit your job and raise your children if that's what they can't do that for you. So why would you even put yourself through suffering when you don't have to? Back in the old days, women didn't really marry men their own age. They literally married older so that they could be taken care of. Did you see your first super chat? It's that okay to do. As long as it's getting you money, ma'am, and not taking no money from you. Let me see. Went to a nice bar, didn't get approached, just glances and stares, but I had so much fun just sitting there enjoying ambiance, not on phone watch. Yeah, that's fine because it's quality, not quantity. Eventually someone will approach and they will have money versus 20 dusties approaching you with no money. Thank you, the void sprinkle sprinkle. Appreciate that. A lot of women have to adjust when they start dating for lifestyle and hanging out on the nice side of town. They have to adjust because when you hang out on the dusty side of town, 20 dusties will approach you a night, right? When you go to the nice area, people are more conscious and aware of the type of people that they want to approach and to date and such and such and such and such. And they have money, so they have more to lose. So when you get approached on, the rich side of town, you're more likely going to have a quality type of situation versus some dust. So 20 rich guys aren't going to swarm to approach you because rich men aren't desperate like broke men are. Okay. They can take their time. They can scope things out. They have options. So you're not going to get 20 rich guys approaching you all at the same time like you will a dusty because they're just desperate and they'll mess with anything. Okay, so just have fun. And usually if you're going somewhere and you frequent that place, some people will start to see you as a regular and they're more likely to approach if they recognize you or see you there often. You know what I'm saying? So just remember that too. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Broke men also have nothing to lose. They say will approach quickly. Yeah, they don't have anything to lose because they'll go on to the next one. If they get rejected, they'll just move on to the next chick. They don't care who they're coming on to as long as they think they're going to get some. Or, they're not very picky. You said you live in River Oaks in Houston, and this is facts. River Oaks is high dollar area in the country. Yes, Kim. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yes. And if you walk over there and, you always see sugar daddies with their girlfriends or wives or whatever, just taking them shopping. That's where you go. How can you have XXX with them when you're not attracted to them? The same way a dusty will have XXX with Pick Misha Barber the Builder in them when they're not attracted to them either. A dusty will sleep with anything moving if it means free shelter or they don't have to pay no bills. Okay. So you don't have to stoop that low. But I would just say, if you're not attracted to them, be attracted to what they can do for you. Be attracted to their lifestyle, just like a dusty is attracted to Pick Misha's good paycheck or Barber the Builder's 50% of the rent. That's what they're sleeping with. They're not sleeping with her. They're sleeping with what she can do for them. And also a little bit of tequila help. Dusties be smoking weed, so they'll hit anything. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Darren, can you go more into depth on broke men bait? I want to dress classy and repel dust. I don't want to look twice my age. Okay. Try neutral colors, lighter colors, less fitted clothes, and more classy clothes. Nothing showing too much skin, nothing super short. Think what is I guess there's an aesthetic for it. Think like classy. It depends on what type of man you're trying to, like old money, or just classic style. Don't go for trends. Trends is a dead giveaway. Okay. Too much trendy stuff is a dead giveaway. Just try to keep things like solid colors or neutral colors or just like nice, but don't overdo it. Nothing skin tight, no ratchet nails, all that. No baby hairs down to your eyebrow. It's trophy wife. Yes. So yes, if you're not attracted to the man, then get attracted to the lifestyle, because you can be attracted to a broke man all day at the bus stop, man. He gonna get your he's gonna get you like all excited, but when when it's time to go somewhere, y'all got to go sit at the bus stop. That don't excite me at all. I want to go sit in the car that he bought me. All right. So here's my thing. If y'all get excited for brokenness, that tells me one thing about y'all. It tells me one thing about women who get excited for broke men or men that can't do anything for them. Y'all don't value yourselves. You are just in it for the physical pleasure, and that's it. So when I say, if you're going to lay down with something, make sure that they're rich. If you're going to date several. So date the old guy and lay down with the rich younger guy. That way, if you get pregnant, you're still paid. Get it? It's not that hard. It's really not that hard. If you want to sleep with the old man and get on the deed, get in the will, great. Do what you got to do. But at the same time, don't lay down with nothing broke. That's the dumbest thing a woman could do. How do you keep them on your feet? Any tips? By letting them chase and be masculine. You don't chase them. Look good, look way better than them. Only date the guys that like you 10 times more than you like them. That's how you keep them. Okay? Otherwise, you're wasting time. Or it's going to take you a longer time to get done what you need to get done. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm not getting ready to work that hard for no man. Yeah. You see how these guys talk? That's why you don't date young guys. They're very immature, very immature. And you can't take them home to meet your parents. You can't take them anywhere where they have to act civilized and represent you. They probably don't even own a suit unless it's one of them skin tight suits that look like they're gay for pay. So I really wouldn't even be bothered dating the younger guys these days because like they're going to embarrass you in public anyway. You can't take them nowhere. So that's why you always need to have an older one who can, who can like take you places, teach you things, give you money, fund your lifestyle, upgrade your vehicles, pay your bills, help you start your business. Because these youngsters in here that are very immature, they can't really do anything for you but embarrass you. So you really don't need them, and you don't need to take them seriously because I could not imagine saying that I'm married to somebody that is that immature and that embarrassing. I would lie and say I'm single. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. With the pointy loafers, exactly. I'm gonna tell people I'm single. If you married an embarrassing Dusty, just tell people you're single because you might as well be. And you're already looking for your next one to replace him with anyway. So just be honest with yourselves. A lot of you women who are married to Dusties are literally looking for the next man so you can dump this one. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thanks for the donation. You said pimp the nigga out. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you. So a lot of these guys are a little bit upset because they already know most of the time their woman that they are hopefully, with are looking for their replacements, as they should. Thank you, Cheyenne. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They're not taking these guys seriously anymore, and that's what makes them so mad. Like, we don't take y'all serious because y'all don't act serious. So we can't take y'all serious. We got to look for y'all replacement. I wouldn't even be claiming y'all. It's so, like if you made the mistake to get with a Dusty, I know y'all are already looking for their replacement. I already know it. So Dusties, y'all better be finding y'all another place to live because these ladies are waking up and they're not putting up with you anymore. Unless you're beneficial to them. Like if you're doing housework, if you're the maid, if you're the cook, and they're still also dating outside, and doing what they do, then great. Earn your keep. But ladies, don't get pregnant by the hilt. Sprinkle, sprinkle. honestly, like a lot of successful women who are dating men who are less than them, and they're literally just what are they calling it? Temporary fillers. That's not going to be who they end up with. Hmm. Get some reliable birth control. Exactly. Uh-oh, Riri World, sprinkle, sprinkle. Or is it Rye World? Took you on a $500 shopping spree? Just act femme, not pick me. That's right, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you for the donation. Yeah, she got her a $500 shopping spree. That's good, man. Okay. So we're not getting ready to date no dust or no youngsters if we are marriage minded, which means if y'all are looking to settle down, to quit your job, to stay home, and to marry, you can't be dating men your own age unless they are rich and you don't care if they're dating other people. Okay. More often. Okay. Now I'm not gonna say old guys ain't gonna do that, but they are less often to do it than a younger guy because they haven't had as much experience and than an older guy. So they're gonna want to get the most out of their years. But what I'm saying is I don't really care what age you date, but if you want to get married fast and to money, you need to date older and richer. You said you're so soft in your manliness. Good for you. That doesn't go together, but okay. If you're a soft man, hopefully you have a soft boyfriend too. You want partner to pay bills or leave after his cousin died? How to approach? Tell him, look, either you pay or you can't stay. Sorry. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Life goes on. You're talking to this famous rapper. He always talks suggestive. We haven't met yet. He's setting up a date this week that I need. What I need from him is for him to something at me on his snap, not looking for money. How do I get him to post me? Post him. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Olympia Williams. How to play reverse psychology so they commit fast. Act like you might move unless you find a reason to stay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So if y'all are in a relationship and they're not trying to commit quick, always make up a fake opportunity that you have to move out of state for, and see. It's like, well, if I had a reason to stay here, I definitely would, but I don't know what you're feeling in this relationship, and if you're thinking serious, then that would be a whole nother discussion. And if they want you to stay, they're gonna tell you to stay and commit. If they don't, they're gonna be like, bye, have fun, good luck. That means they don't want you. Oh, I'm sprinkle, sprinkle. Should you walk away from men who want to be chased? Yes, because those aren't men. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Any man that wants you to chase is feminine, and you're never going to have the type of relationship you want. Okay? The sperm chases the egg. The egg don't chase the sperm. Okay? You're switching roles there, and it's not going to work. Okay? You're not supposed to chase. You're not supposed to chase no man. They're supposed to chase you. The woman is the receiver. The man is the chaser. If they got that mixed up, then they need to be chasing another man, or they need a man to chase them, not a woman. Okay? You're not supposed to chase. If you're chasing, it's kind of like they're walking you like a dog if you're walking behind them on a leash and doing whatever you need them to do and following behind them and begging for attention. It's like you're a dog. Be a cat. Let them chase you. Let them come to you. Don't be no dog. Be a cat. Okay? Think about this. If y'all don't know what cats are like, cats make you earn their attention. Cats have an attitude. They do what they want. Dogs will chase behind you, act desperate, be excited when they see you, chase you around, begging for attention. Don't be that. Be a cat. Oh, Amy, sprinkle, sprinkle. Do you have any videos about how to secure your future in marriage, get your home? Yeah, date older. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Date old man who like you 10 times more. That's it. That's the formula. Find your old man that think he dreaming because you in his presence. That's the one. Your post a comment in the chat, read, please. Okay, I thought I read it. Let me see. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Recommendations for location? I don't know, ma'am. I've been in Texas for. Sorry, y'all, clicked off by accident. Okay, I can't see where you sent the thing, but just. Oh my God. Thank you, Wise Goddess. I appreciate it. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get your money, ladies. Yeah, I'm sorry I hit that button. Okay. So, ladies, if you want to know the best type of man to date for marriage, they're not going to be in the comment section acting like they're 12 years old. Avoid these type of men at all costs because they probably have the bank account of a 12-year-old too. Any advice for 25-year-olds, inexperienced Black female? Yes, go out and date. Date several until you get the hang of it. And then date for money. That means only date men with money. Don't date nothing broke. That means if you're going to go out on a date, make sure it's with a man who is financially secure and able to provide. After you've practiced, don't date no dusties though. And don't ever pay on a date. A better fit for life, sprinkle, sprinkle. 8.5 years enough. He's 40, just turned 32. You just turned 32. Girl, no, sprinkle, sprinkle. I would never deal with no 47-year-old unless they were almost 50. Nope. Y'all are too close to the same age. Y'all might as well be the same age, literally. Not dealing with it. I need him to be able to have my dream house built, upgrade my vehicle. If he can't do that for you, then he's too young. Uh-oh, Key, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you. Think about that. If he can't upgrade you, why are you with him? What y'all doing? Wasting time. Y'all splitting bills? Does he pay for everything? Can he upgrade you? Are you in the lifestyle that you want? If y'all have kids, are y'all going to have money? Is he going to let you quit your job? Do you work? You know, I'm not getting ready to deal with none of that. None of it. If I'm going to be taken off the market and say I'm married, I'm not dealing with none of that. You get it? Otherwise, you might as well be single. If you still got to work, pay half the bills, do all of this stuff, you might as well still be single and dating several and getting paid from several directions. Why are you settling? Don't do that. Oh, Lily Love, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you. Okay. All right. We have some children, and I don't know how old these guys are because they were acting like 12-year-olds. So I'm just gonna hope that they're over the age of 18 and are supposed to be in here. He's working on it, pays 100%, owns property, and gives me the world. Okay. Well, I mean, if he could do all those things for you, that's a good thing. And hopefully maybe you got a rare one. But remember, potential is not the same thing as having something in your hand. Okay. Does he have several streams of income, not just one? If he has several streams of income and he can provide you the lifestyle that you want and upgrade you, then, fine. But remember, they need several streams of income and they need to be financially mature. Okay. If you're spending money on men, this channel isn't for you. Okay, Coco Mocha, that is so true. Tell them. You said he 30, girl, he too young. He disrespected you on a date and never want to see him. He keeps texting me asking for a big lump sum of money. He'll stop texting. All right. All if you can't get someone to leave you alone, ask them for a bunch of money and they'll disappear. Okay. The thought of giving men money makes your stomach ache. I know. He used to provide and now he's experienced financial difficulties. Should he be left immediately? Girl, you should have never got with him if he didn't have several streams of income and financially stable to where if something happens that he can't fix it. You know, that's what financial responsibility is. Have a savings, have a backup plan, have several streams of income. If he didn't have that in the first place, I might even be dealing with him. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to have to go through that. So we have to protect ourselves with our knowledge before we even agree to be in a relationship these days. Like you can't fall. You're a man. You got to have things in place to where you have options if something happens. You got to have backup plans. You know what I'm saying? You got to have backup savings. You got to be a man. So I'm saying you can't date these types of guys these days anymore who don't plan for their future because they're not thinking about marriage. They're not thinking about the future. They're thinking about what they can get for right now and today. So when you deal with a man, he needs to be financially responsible for himself and whoever he's dealing with and the future and have backup plans. Otherwise, they're not financially stable. Oh, Chelsea Sprinkle Sprinkle, thank you. Oh, Live with JC Sprinkle Sprinkle. Thank you, Shira. Where are the best places to find men of means during the weekend? You work throughout the week. You got to go to the rich area of town no matter where you're going or when you're going. Hit the richest area of town. Go in to Google and type in richest zip code, and that's where you need to go hang out. Do your errands, go to brunch, go to lunch, go to breakfast. Hang out in that area until you meet somebody. All right. It could be the gym over there. If you go to a gym, make sure it's in the rich side of town. If you go get your nails or run your errands or go grocery shopping, make sure it's on the rich side of town. Go into the pharmacy to Walgreens, be on the rich side of town. You got to bump into somebody sometime. If you're going to go to happy hour or a bar, make sure it's next to a really nice office building or the rich side of town. That's where you go. If you don't, you can just be running into dusties. Okay. Preferably somewhere with valet parking. Okay. Nick says for 2 trips, he wants to take New Orleans and Napa, separate rooms. If not, how to discuss. Tell him that no matter where you go, you need a separate room or an Airbnb because you don't like small hotel rooms. Tell him you're claustrophobic. And you're not used to sleeping with anyone in the same room. And you need options. You need space. Lie. Oh, Jennifer Sprinkle Sprinkle, is it more difficult? Is it more effective to go to different happy hours or become a regular at one? I would rather become a regular at one happy hour so that people that normally go in there who are regulars, if they should approach you, they'll feel more comfortable approaching you because they think you're a regular and that they'll see you more often. So they'll most likely befriend you or approach you. And then when you find regulars that like to buy you drinks or have conversations or that you've exchanged numbers with, you can switch up happy hours and go somewhere else and, do the same thing over there. Until then you can make your rounds. So for example, if you're going to hang out for happy hour for 2 hours here and then 2 hours at another place, you'll be regulars at both places and you'll have people buying you drinks at both places or men approaching at both places. So do both. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If I had sons, what would I teach them? How to get several streams of income. That's what I'll be teaching them, financial information. Okay? Because in this world, as a man, to provide and protect in this day and age, you need money. We haven't moved out of his parents, but he still pays my bills. I want to move, but he says he isn't ready because he's too young. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't know why you keep asking me these questions. All I'm gonna tell you is he's too young and you need to Think seriously about the life that you're entering into. Like, honestly, you're dating a man who still lives in his parents' house. Unless his parents are super de-duper rich and they live in a mansion, I wouldn't be dating no grown man. I mean, or I'd be dating him and someone else at the same time. So, for example, if you still live at home and he's paying your bills, let him pay your bills and go date other people at the same time. He don't got to know about it. And if you find someone who can pay your bills and have their own house and give you the lifestyle that you want, smooth transition. You know, you don't have to stay there out of guilt. You can make the smooth transition because he's not man enough to go be a man. Okay? He can get a second job. What happened to that? What happened to several streams of income? Why can't he get two jobs? Why can't he work a job that pays a lot of money and go get there are several options for him. Is he just being lazy? Of course he can pay your bills. He ain't got to pay his bill. He ain't got no bill. He live at home. So that's not very impressive unless you're very young. If you're like in your teen years, or like if you're 18, 19 or 20, that's kind of a flex, but you should also be dating other men at the same time. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You should be like, girl, I got this man paying all my bill. He still live with his mama though. That's why I'm dating such and such. Instead, he drive a nice car and have a house. That's your conversation. Okay. Not I'm sitting here struggling with a man who still live with his mama, but he pay all my bills, which is probably not a mortgage or a car note or, vacations or anything or insurance. He's probably not paying them big bills. Because if he could, he'd have his own space, right? Uh-oh, Alina. How to cheat and not get caught. Be smart, date on the other side of town, okay? Be smart and date way over the other side of town. If you ain't smart, get smart. If you don't know how to lie, learn. Practice. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you. Tyranisha. She sent me a Cash App. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Let me see what she said. She said something. You've changed your trajectory. I changed your trajectory. Yes. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. And look, my channel is not against anybody. It's for women. Now, listen very carefully, because a lot of men think my channel is against them. If you broke, everybody's against you. Think about that. Nobody want to be no broke dude. So my channel is not against men. It's for women. You get it? If you're a man, a gay man, trans, whatever, and you can get information from this channel to apply to your relationships and your problems and how to get your money, great. But this channel is to help get money, help to date for money, help women to get businesses started from stacking their money from dating older rich men or just rich men. This channel is not to bash men unless they come here trying to bash women for living their best lives and skipping ahead and taking the shortcut. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with taking a shortcut. Okay? Nothing wrong with taking a shortcut. It's literally like scratching a lotto ticket, but except more women win. You get it? So it's literally just taking a shortcut. Some women don't want to struggle in life. Some women don't want to wait for their men to do this. Some women don't want to go through the rigmarole. So they just marry into money, or they date men that have money to get them to the lifestyle that they want, because men their own age literally can't do it. Okay, so you shouldn't be judged for taking a shortcut. It's okay to take a shortcut. Oh, Russell in the house, sprinkle, sprinkle. Date within your tax bracket. Okay, that's right, Russell. Date within your tax bracket. But either way, I'm dating outside my tax bracket so I can get to the tax bracket that they're in. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Russell, I'm going to date outside of my tax bracket into a higher tax bracket so I can get up in that tax bracket, because the fastest way for a woman to get in that tax bracket is to marry into it. Or let the man help her get to it by giving her money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Uh-oh, somebody sent me a cash app. Thank you. Who is that? Jasmine, thank you. She says, thanks for my help. You're welcome. Thank you, girl. Russell, do you date women in your tax bracket? They gotta be rich. You said that's the game? Yes, that's right. I'm gonna date until I get into your tax bracket. Sprinkle, sprinkle. The woman might pass the man up. You don't know. Women are smart. Shira said, fake confidence till you make it. That's all people are doing anyway, faking it till they're making it. And when you made it, you're like, I don't, was I faking it or not? Because I made it. At some point, you start to believe it. Thank you, Russell. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all go subscribe to Russell Hartley channel. Russell Hartley's channel on YouTube. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said men don't care. They'll marry the waitress. Thanks for the shout out. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, men will marry whatever they want to marry if they have money. Only like stuck up snobbish people try to marry like to keep, appearances up and stuff like that. But if you rich and you don't care what people think, you can marry whoever you want to marry. How to respond to a compliment. Thank you. You said your Delulu will come true, Lulu. Exactly. Y'all are so silly. These comments about Russell are hilarious. Y'all are silly. Uh-oh, somebody sent me another Cash App. Thank you. Okay, Chantel, thank you. After dating a sugar daddy, it's almost, let me see. What did she say? It's almost a year. Do you think it's a good idea to suggest marriage? I think it's a good idea to start planning your life in a direction that doesn't involve him to see if he wants to keep you in his life. So for example, you can say, okay, we've been dating a year now. And, I had already planned to travel this time last year before we met. But if, I don't know, like, is this relationship going anywhere serious? Because, I really want to make sure if I'm staying around, it's really worth it. So, I had plans with always bring another person into it. Like I had plans with my sister or my cousin or my mom to travel the world. And now, I've met you and maybe I can put those things on hold. And I didn't think that I would be in a relationship, in a committed relationship. So how do you think this year is going as far as our relationship is concerned? Do I need to take the trip or is there something that, we're moving closer towards that I should know about? And then just let him figure it out. Have a bridal magazine and laying around the house. And then that should be enough hints and clues. If he doesn't propose soon, especially if he's young, he's probably not going to, because I don't suggest young guys getting married anyway. They're not ready for marriage. Then go and entertain others and, just still date him too, but don't take him so seriously. Okay, Caitlin, sprinkle, sprinkle, caught boyfriend cheating. He paid your rent, 25,000 and 2,500, sorry, and took you shopping. You have a roster, but I'm still hurt. I don't think I can girl, you can't trust him anyway. Why did you trust him in the first place? You already knew he was going to cheat. So I'm glad that you got your rent paid and you got some shopping. Now, the next thing to do is to understand that he's probably going to cheat again, but less likely to cheat again if he has to pay up. So you're young. You're in, I don't know how old you are, but you're young. You're going to get cheated on. That's normal. You're dating. It's not going to be 100% faithful. That's silly. Somebody's going to mess up sooner or later, right? So at least you got paid for it. There are girls sitting there crying at the bus stop with eviction notices on their door. So be thankful. You be hurt At the bus stop or her in a luxury vehicle? Which one you want to be? Because they're not gonna act right still. So you might as well just get paid. The day I put all my faith in some 30-something-year-old guy being 100% faithful is the day that I am not me anymore. All I'm going to do is just understand that no one is perfect and I'm better getting paid if they want my forgiveness. That's it. I mean, what else can you do? Like, it's like you driving down the street, you're speeding, you get a ticket because you got to pay for your mistake. They're not going to take your driver's license. They're not going to say, it's over, get out of the car, and give you a ticket. They're going to give you a fine. So don't speed no more, man. And if you speed again, you get another ticket. You pay. So they don't expect you to drive the speed limit. Otherwise, we never get anywhere. Everybody on the freeway be driving the speed limit. We would never get nowhere in time. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, I'm trying to read. Oh, Russell, thank you, Russell. I appreciate you. See all Russell's super chats. How to deal with an overly sexual man on a date? He has money. Tell him that it's inappropriate to talk like that out in public and save that for later. Save that for later. That's so inappropriate to talk about. Then hold his hand. If you hold his hand, he's more likely to behave. Because it's now like you're controlling him and his behavior. You caught a boyfriend. Okay. Thank you, Birkin. Sure, you have literally saved me from so much. Thank you. Oh, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you. I'm glad to help. Alina, I missed your super chat. I didn't see it, but I'll look. You want an apartment in a rich city. You want to move there. Okay. Lots of providers, but the rent is high. Is it worth it to move here? I live with family. Honestly, see if you can get a roommate. That way you don't have to pay the entire rent. Maybe another girl. Or move to the part of that city where the rent is cheaper and then just drive to the rich part of the city and hang out. As long as it's safe wherever you live, though. Then when you find you a sugar daddy, you can upgrade to the nice side of town, okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You started working on a country club. Any tips on how I can find a provider there? Yes, quit. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Quit and get a membership there. It's less likely that if you're in a country club, first of all, you're already snooty. I'm snooty. I'm going to a country club. You're not going to mingle with the help, ma'am. So unless they give you a free pass on your day off, quit. Or when you do quit, make sure you have all the people's information. That way you can date them after you quit. So work there for a little while, whatever. And then maybe quit and see if you can get some guest passes or some numbers while you're there. I don't know, man. But they're not going to take you seriously if you to help. Which book to buy first? All of them. But if you found me through like TikTok, which I don't have a TikTok, but people post my stuff on there. I have Instagram. But Sprinkle Sprinkle is the first book you should buy if that's how you found me. If you want like more question answer type situation, then get the book called I Bring Nothing to the Table. If you want more lifestyle and how to live your best life, get Leveling Up to Your Best Life. And definitely get all the books, but yeah, and that it doesn't really matter the order. They're all going to help you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You work at a fitness studio and a lot of the members are interested in you. Okay, you get you a side job and be a personal trainer on the side and give them your card and say, I do private personal training or I do personal training. And then meet them at the park or something like that where they, like in the rich side of town. Always have your own business when you're dealing with those type of guys because if they're interested in you, they'll more likely buy your services and, whatever. But at the same time, if it's like they may want more in return. So definitely say this is strictly professional, and then they'll want to chase you harder, and then you can all of a sudden start having issues like, well, I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep up my business. I need to figure out how I'm going to pay these bills, etc., etc. And then they'll start paying the bills for you. And then you can start you a whole different type of business or continue in that business or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you need to get them to give you some money. So what's the best website to get Ozempic for weight loss? Girl, you got to go to the doctor. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You go to your doctor. I haven't gotten Ozempic. But I know it's there if I ever should need it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Like if I say, you know what? It's time for some Ozempic, I'm going to go get it. It's like, I guess it's a choice these days to whether you want to be skinny, thick, fat, or whatever. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, Divana, sprinkle, sprinkle. You took my advice, told the man I was harassed at previous jobs and was recently laid off, and he offered me a job and stated that you file for unemployment until then. Well, at least I don't know if that's true. Like if you actually needed a job, but hopefully the job is just to get paid and do nothing. If I ain't showing up for work on time or doing anything, especially if you're dating that guy. I'm just gonna collect my check. Okay, I'll show up for lunch. Where are you taking me out to eat? It's lunch. Okay, you said you took my advice and told your boyfriend to get a second source of income, and he recently started a second job. How can I tell him to direct deposit his second income to my bank account? Okay, tell him the bank account is for you to start saving for y'all's future. And that way if he's going to be more of a provider, he's more likely to propose if he's depositing all of his money or most of his money into your account that you're saving for the future for. So if that's the one you really want, just tell him it's for y'all's future, but only have your name on the account. Okay. What if the older man is narcissistic and egoistic? Well, then be the same way, because I know I am. Sprinkle, it would be a match made in heaven. Why aren't you that way? Girl, learn how to be like that from him. Sprinkle. I mean, don't sign up to play the victim. Sign up to be the victor. If he that way, be worse. How to Do What You Love book. It's on Amazon under Ashira Star Goddess and SheRaSeven. It's under two names because I wrote it with two of my names. Okay. And it should be in that link in the description bar. Okay. Thank you, Rara World. Appreciate that. Oh yeah, congrats on the New York Times. Thank you. Yeah, they said I was mentioned in the New York Times magazine. Yes. I posted on the community section and on my Instagram. If y'all don't follow me on Instagram, follow me. It's SheRaSeven. It has a little blue verification check. Okay. I don't have a TikTok, just so y'all know. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I have to repeat that like almost every video, but yeah. Thank y'all. Okay, yeah. If you can't deal with dating for lifestyle, you're not going to be able to deal with some of these guys that have money or some of these guys that are older. Most narcissists are successful. Okay. They said what they said. They meant what they said. If you're too sensitive, the game ain't for you. Okay. Stop trying to play fair in an unfair world. Get it together. Get your emotions in check. Learn from them and become better. If you're going to deal with a narcissist, be a better narcissist. That's literally it. Caught husband texting with women, want to divorce, how to date and talk on the phone before, after dates and potentials if you still live together. Well, he's going to be busy talking to whoever he's talking to, so he ain't even paying attention to you. Just tell him you're going to church, you're going to your mama's house, you going to volunteer. He's not going to care if he's talking to other women. Like literally, he's not even going to check. So you don't really have to come up with a bunch of excuses because he's not paying attention to you. He's talking to other women. He's just going to be glad you gone so he can continue to talk. So you really don't have to do that much. Just tell him all the places he don't like going, and then that's where you go. Yeah. If you're in college, date rich frat boys, then befriend their fathers. Oh, toys, sprinkle, sprinkle. Is that Tay? Okay, yeah, get that money. Thank you. Pimp the Nika out. Y'all are so silly with these names. Okay, Lanice, thank you. Would you consider leaving your spouse for someone who is wealthier? Only if they could do more for me and my spouse did something to deserve the divorce. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So if the spouse that I'm with now did something to deserve me divorcing them, and if the other person could do way more for me than my current spouse, perhaps. Does that make sense? Sprinkle, sprinkle. She said, I choose the 1830s minus all the racists. Then there wouldn't be no America. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Would she be standing in a field of buffalo? Y'all talk about that Taylor Swift lyric? Girl, she'd be standing in a field of buffalo if there were no races in the 1830s. Sprinkle, sprinkle. She wouldn't even be in this country. Your super chat is being weird. Please see my comment. Okay, oh, collective, sprinkle, sprinkle. Let me see. I don't see it. It didn't come up. It didn't come up. I don't know why. Okay. You should date men who can afford you and your lifestyle that you want. That's who you should date. And who's going to give it to you? Yeah. Anyway, so younger guys are just for fun as long as they have money. You trying to get married? Go for the older dudes. They'll walk down the aisle faster. Get you on that deed faster. Get you on that wheel faster. Okay. Get you on them insurance papers faster. You said time is money. Exactly. Would you leave your boyfriend if he doesn't provide enough, but you didn't find another provider? No, a smooth transition, man. You gotta. I'm not down for the struggle, so I'm gonna replace. You're already gonna be replaced when I leave. That's how you gotta do it, man. Smooth transition, like a job. You don't leave one job until you find another one, unless you're getting unemployment. Unless he's still paying them bills or doing something for you, you got somebody else doing something for you. You make a smooth transition. But if the dude is not paying already, then it doesn't really matter because you're not making a smooth transition anyway, because he's not paying anyway. So it's like you're single anyway. So it doesn't matter. If he ain't paying for nothing, then you could do whatever you need to do. Oh, and for those of you who are signed up for the Patreon, thank y'all so much for supporting me on the Patreon. The letters are going out soon. I have them all here. Some of y'all might have already gotten yours, but it takes me a little while to write them. So thank y'all for signing up for the mail out tier on the Patreon. I write y'all letters every month, personalized, sprinkle, sprinkle. And y'all can also ask me questions on the Patreon if y'all don't want to ask them, on the live. You can type and message me. If you sign up for tier, I think 3 and up, you can definitely message me. Okay. If he ain't paying, he ain't staying. That's right, Giselle. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He said these trolls are uncomfortable. Girl, learn to ignore. Thank you, C. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I appreciate that. Mm-hmm. You said, what's the age gap between me and my husband? I think 25 years. Mm-hmm. 24, 25 years, because that's our difference. You think it's smart to marry a man 18 years older? I think it's smart to marry a man who can give you the lifestyle that you want. Otherwise, you're going to be working longer and harder and maybe not even getting there. And, or being able to enjoy it when you do get there. Smooth transition is when you don't have to pay your bills. And the next one, just pick up the bills. You know what I'm saying? That means you're dating somebody, then you date somebody at the same time. You break up with this one, and this person has already taken over your bills. Smooth transition, okay? That's what a smooth transition is. You don't have to skip a beat, okay? None of your bills are late. You ain't got to worry. It's a smooth transition. Okay. You said never paid on a date even before she. Good for you, Nina. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yes. Women should not be paying on dates. You said wealthy man you've been dating say he don't take you seriously because you bartend at a strip club. You got mildly emotional in the moment. I told y'all to lie about y'all's ages. I mean, y'all's jobs. Unless he met you there. Okay. Tell him, well, then if you tell him, well, you know what? I always want to start a business. If you could give me some money to start the business, I could quit and do something more positive. Now it's up to him to get you the money for you to start a business so he can take you more seriously. Otherwise, he's not doing anything but contributing to the problem. I'd just be like, you're right. I've been wanting to start a business, but I just don't have any money. So if you want to give me a gift so I can start up my business, I would definitely love to quit. And you can definitely support and take care of me during the same time as I'm getting my business off the ground. Okay. I'd make him responsible for it. The mail out tier, you get a monthly letter from me or card. And you can message me in the Patreon messenger as well. And you get access to all the PDF books in there. And posts that I post in there. Sorry. So it's just like more direct contact. So the highest one or the second highest one is going to get you more access as far as messaging. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. So yeah, if guys aren't taking you seriously because you have a job as a bartender at a strip club, then tell them to give you money to start a business. It could be an online business, you know. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said you got to come back because you haven't picked Misha retrograde. Okay, well, get it all out your system. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Sure. What do I say to my man who says a woman who stays during a man hard time deserves everything in the end? He's lying. Sprinkle, sprinkle, because he's not going to want to be with you when he gets more money. So here's what he's saying. When he's broke, you need to stay around and take care of him, so that when he gets back to normal, he'll still stay with you. But he never said he's going to get rich. He never said that when he makes his millions, he's going to stay with you, because a millionaire doesn't date the same type of girl a broke man dates. So do you really believe that lie? Like, I wouldn't believe that lie, even if you paid me to believe it. I'm not getting ready to believe that big old lie. So you want me to stay with you while you broke until you get back to normal because you can't do no better? No, I'm gonna go do better and you can stay broke. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. I believe that's a bad mindset that a man has. I think a man should want to prove himself as a man and get up and don't depend on a woman for nothing, because that's not what a man does. He doesn't have to depend on a woman. He's supposed to be the breadwinner. He's supposed to make the money. He's supposed to provide and protect. If he needs a woman to provide and protect for him, then either he's lame, something wrong with him. He should be getting Aflac. He should be having that insurance, or he should at least be having some type of, unemployment. But if you sink to the level that low where you need a man yourself as a man, you don't need a woman. Bye. Sorry, I ain't gonna do it. And I'm not gonna be with no man that doesn't have his ducks in a row, his Aflac, his stuff in place for when hard times hit. He need to be financially prepared. That's not a man. That's a boy. And I ain't dealing with it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Why are you going to let a man take you down to poverty level with him? And he may never recover from. That's how a lot of y'all get into financial issues and credit card debt, taking care of some dusty who will never make it. So y'all need to stop doing that. That's not your son. That ain't your child. You didn't birth that. Leave it alone. Okay? I would never deal with a man who needs a man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, Ashley, what do you think about men who always pay all the bills but was mean when I didn't work and complained about me asking for stuff? Now I have a job. He's nice. Well, I would have been asking a whole nother man for stuff if my man was mean to me when I needed stuff. I just alleviate the problem and go get another one at the same time. Obviously you're not man enough for me, so I need to go find another man. And I still wouldn't be working because I'd be getting the other money from another dude. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If I don't want to work, I'm not. Okay? If I'm going to be with a man, it's going to be a whole man, not a half a man. Okay? I'm not getting ready to deal with half a man. And you mad because I'm not working, and you getting mad because you paying for stuff, then you ain't man enough for me. I got to go. I can't even look at you straight. I ain't even going to get turned on by that. Actually, do better. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Or tell him, look, I can't get turned on by you acting like half a man. Either you pay these bills and stop complaining and act like the man that you are, or you know what? I can't get turned on. Like, okay, you a grown man. Provide and protect, and stop acting like that. That's the words that are coming out of my mouth. If you don't like them, you know where to go. Okay, I can do better too. Once the guy did everything he was supposed to and obsessed and involved, but you messed up and he thought you was cheating because of actions and having attitude, just being different. Now he stopped. Then he's insecure, and you know you don't need that type of man in your life. He's insecure and obsessed. Does he have money? Is he paying all the bills? The best thing you can do is spend more time with him. That's the best thing you can do. Spend more time to where his insecurities are less. Oh, Jeconiah. Hope I said that right. Getting ready to go to lunch and bars. Okay. What should you wear? You're 20, super fit. It's 62 degrees. Well, if it's kind of cool, maybe like some a cute dress with maybe some sleeves or a cardigan, and you know, I don't know, like 20, you're still young, so you can pretty much wear whatever you want. Just dress appropriate for the weather. Wear some sleeves, whatever you're wearing. What if your man follows your friends on IG? Then he's too young for me. Oh, thank you, Maria. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm dealing with nobody that know how to work IG. You know how to work Instagram? I can't be with you. Too young. I'm serious. If you know how to work Instagram, you too old. You too young for me. Honestly, they wouldn't have my Instagram. They wouldn't know my friends on Instagram. They wouldn't be on Instagram. They'd be too old. They wouldn't even know how to work their phone enough to get to Instagram. They wouldn't even know how to download the app to get to Instagram. Okay. But I'm older, so it's still gonna be on MySpace. Shoot, what you talking about? Or Facebook. Oh, Collective, thank you for being a member. Y'all dating too young. If they know how to get Instagram, too young. They might be on Facebook, though. They might be on Facebook. What can I say when provider wants me to stay loyal to him in order to continue providing or be committed? Then lie and say you're staying loyal. Girl, that's the men do. They lie, tell you they're loyal, and they do what they want. So lie and be smart and don't get caught. All right. How do you watch Sheer and be a pig Bisha? Wake up, don't try to get anybody back. You'll be played. Yeah. Just get money. Focus on the money. Date richer. Best revenge is your paper, man. I always tell the story every couple of years because, I have new subscribers. But the best revenge I ever had is showing up in my luxury vehicle, sitting with the rich crowd. Well, me and my husband, showing up to a funeral with the rich crowd in the rich area for a very well-to-do person that had passed away. Watching my ex-boss, work the funeral. And I'm sitting with the higher ups, even a celebrity guest speaker is there in the section that we're at. So it's like they see me and they're like, oh my God, what are you doing here? Best revenge is your paper, man. Always. Best revenge is your status. Always. Best revenge is your upgrade. Always. Now, if I had tried to get people back for the wrong that they done to me, they wouldn't be thinking the same thing that they thought when they saw me with, this certain crowd. Like, I surpassed you times 10, man. I surpassed you. Period. And I still look good and I'm way younger than you. So it's like the best revenge is always going to be your paper. Always. Always upgrade. The rest will fall in place. The longer you spend looking backwards, you might as well still be back there. Get your money and focus on you and level up so high, you are totally out of their league. And you wouldn't even deal with them if they wanted to. Okay? Deal with them. Deal with yourself. Upgrade yourself to the point where you're out of whoever's league that you're mad at. That's how you do that. Deal with that in that manner. He said, what to do on a beach vacation? You're going to wear a wig, but the glue is going. Girl, get a sew in. Frank Springer had that wig sewed in. Then when you get off vacation, have them undo it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He said he's way older, seems ready for marriage, but still don't take a step. I've known him for 6 months. That's, girl, 6 months ain't nothing. At least a year or two. Girl, I'm not marrying nobody I only known for 6 months either. That's crazy. Sure, a provider wants to marry me, but he's too old. Well, then he won't be around much longer, now will he? You just be married for a little while, won't you? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get on them benefits, ma'am. So if he's too old, you won't be married for long. All right. Do you think there's enough provider men out? Yes, because think about this. If you're dating a provider, you're dating another guy who has money, who's paying bills, he might not provide everything for you. But if you're dating 3 guys, one might provide this, one might provide that, one might provide something else, right? Until you find one that's going to provide all. So literally, you're dating 3 or 4 guys, right? And they're all providing. So what are they? Providers, right? You're dating providers. Literally. Until you find one that wants to take you totally off the market and totally provide for you, you're still being provided for. You get it? So definitely make sure you're dating several. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. And while you're dating several, especially if you're on the rich side of town, you're definitely going to meet more providers than you would on the broke side of town. Okay? Or the normal side of town where there's a mix of people. Always go to the rich side of town. You're more likely to meet providers there. Okay. And also, understand that just because you don't think you're worthy, that's only your thoughts or the thoughts that other people put in your head, because I hadn't worked since I was 22. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I've been provided for since I was 22. There's enough providers, ma'am. Yes, you can date several men, date several women all the time. You're single till you're married. So what's the deal? If one man can't do everything for you, then don't take yourself off the market. Just date several that can do things for you. No, I met the guy that I married at 22, and he took care of me from the start. I didn't have to work. Okay. Your man is your age and provides and ugly, and he talks about marriage all the time. He's afraid I will. Girl, don't marry nobody. I don't care how ugly they are. until they have the money to provide for your lifestyle. So tell him to get several streams of income, a savings, and then you'll think about it. You got a couple of years before y'all are 25. See what he could do. I'm not getting ready to marry somebody close to my age with that can't upgrade me drastically. That doesn't make sense. When you can go get somebody else to do that. Okay. And if he's ugly anyway, what's the difference? You said, what's the most provider you had? I really didn't need. I had like when I was younger and I just first started dating James, I was dating like 3 guys at the same time. So when he took it upon himself to pay all my bills, pay my credit card bills, and pay off my car, then I, you know, was just dating James. But yeah, when I first met him, I ain't getting ready to, work on potential. You got to take a smooth transition, man. So I got all my debt paid. I got my car paid off. I got all my bills paid. So I only needed one because he could do it all. Got shopping, took me out, paid for everything. I'm not getting ready to just date one person that can't do one thing for me. What if he asks for his money back? And then you laugh at him. Like, since you gave it to me, it was a gift. You can't get nothing back. Unless you lied and say you're going to pay them back. Don't ever tell a man you're going to pay him back. Or don't ever use the word borrow. Say, this is a gift. Did I miss your super chat? Hold on. How to use a man high libido to get some money? Lead him on and give him a date that's never gonna happen. So, okay, well, maybe on the, in the 2 weeks from now, get a hotel room and then, we'll see. And then during that week or 2 weeks, you ask him for whatever you want. Then something's gonna come up where you can't make it. Sparkle. So just lie, basically. You said there's no rich side of town. Then how are you supposed to meet rich people? They're just sprinkled throughout. Then you need to find the parking lot with the nice cars. And go there. It says, do not get married unless you get some tangible benefits from it. Other than that, marriage is for only benefits men. Exactly, Lauren. Unless you get married for lifestyle and money, don't marry. Otherwise, you're dumb. Like, literally. Because you can date several guys and get several streams of income that way without even getting married. Until you feel like it. Then you can go marry someone that really, really likes you. Okay. Yes, we're not marrying for brokenness these days. Anybody who's marrying for brokenness is dumb. The fastest way for a woman to get rich or wealthy or financially stable is marriage. If you're going to marry to go the opposite direction, you're done. Collective sprinkle. How to keep him on his toes in marriage. That staying the exact same and making sure he keeps chasing you, and don't become the help. Don't turn into the help. That's number one. Don't become a servant. Do I think women should entertain polygamous relationships? Yeah, if she can have several men. Sprinkle. Because most women in this day and age, they're dating more than one guy anyway. They just don't have to know about it. I prefer to do it when they don't know about each other because you can get more out of them. If they don't know about each other, you can get more. Why introduce the other one to the other one? That don't make no sense. Respectfully. What if they catch you cheating on them? Then you did it wrong and you weren't smart enough. Now, if you're gonna do that, you gotta be smart. You gotta watch this channel. Watch this channel. Watch all the videos. Take notes. Get smart. Use strategy. Learn how to lie. You won't get caught. You'll be very. And if you do get caught, you'll always have a lie or a reason to get you more money, even if you do get caught. You see what I'm saying? Watch this channel. Just keep watching the channel. You'll learn. Because honestly, even if you do get caught, you still be able to make money off of getting caught. Why you got caught? Why you have several providers? Why the other one ain't doing enough for you? Why you make up lies? It's definitely easier to get more money if you're dating several. And if you get caught by the broke one, who cares? They ain't doing nothing for you anyway. Is cheating okay for women if it's okay for men? It sure is. Why can't you do what you want if it's going to benefit you? If you're not a cheater, then just date guys who are going to give you money and you don't really have to do anything with them. I mean, cheating is different for different people. Like, is cheating going out on a date or is cheating sleeping with a man? That just depends. Would you consider your boyfriend a cheater if he just had dinner with a woman, or would he have to have slept with her for that to be true? So cheating doesn't always mean sleeping with the person. How do you not be the help coming from a household that saw wives cook and clean? By not cooking and cleaning. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You get your phone and you download this app called DoorDash, Grubhub, Instacart, Uber Eats. And when you don't feel like cooking, you get his credit card number and you enter it in there, and then you pick the food that you want to be delivered to your house. That's how you not become the help. Then you get on Google and you search maid services, and you see how much they cost to clean your house, and they get a free estimate, and then you hire them with his credit card. That's how you don't become the help. Feels, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, girl. If you should feel like cooking out of the kindness of your heart, and you feel like you want to cook that day, then cook. Okay, get on Instacart and order groceries under his credit card of food, and then cook it for him if you feel like it. Okay, it shouldn't be something that you do every day out of stress or obligation. It's something that you should want to do out of the kindness of your heart. Okay, and when you don't feel like cooking, then you order from one of those apps, or you tell him to bring something home to eat, or he can cook. Don't become the help. If you don't feel like cleaning, hire the maid service. Make sure he already knows that you're not the maid or the cook. I'm not getting ready to do that. And who cares what type of family you come from? You start your own family, you start your own rules. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't write me no whole paragraph on Patreon. 2-3 sentences, ma'am. Don't write me a whole story. I don't care enough. Just write me the problem. That's it. I don't. If he's not giving you no money, I don't even write me. Okay. If it's about a dusty, I don't even waste your time. If it's about how to get some money, don't write me the whole situation. Write me the immediate problem. Okay. Because yeah, that's too much. I won't read the whole thing. Okay, women aren't dating guys y'all's age. So women don't want to dig gold from nobody that don't have gold. Y'all are not threatened. Y'all soft boy era is not threatened. We're going for real men with money who are still masculine. So y'all don't have to worry. Y'all pockets and wallets are safe. You know why? Because you don't have nothing in them. That's why. They safe. Ain't got nothing in them. Ain't nothing to take. Ain't nothing to dig. You good. It's good. Y'all practicing. But by the time y'all get to the age that we're dealing with, you'll actually have something in there and have to pay women. So y'all are practicing for nothing, really. By the time y'all get enough money to afford the type of women y'all want, y'all gonna have to pay it. So y'all just practicing for nothing. Y'all are wasting time. Acting like y'all got something we want. Y'all ain't got nothing we want. Y'all ain't even got no real jobs, no real career, no real money. What we gonna take from y'all? Y'all paycheck that y'all live from week to week? Your one stream of income that you barely making it on? We don't want that. The heck? They're defending their little check. We don't need your check, sir. Go give it to Pygmisha. She probably won't even accept it. No, now keep your money. We can't do nothing with y'all check. We can't even get our nails done with what y'all will give us. Y'all money is safe, okay? Y'all 3 digits on that paycheck are safe. Them 3 figures are safe. I promise you. We don't need it. Look, a wig and a manicure cost more than what y'all make in a month. And a wig and a manicure cost more than y'all make in one pay period. Okay, y'all can't afford nobody. Just keep saving and scrunching, and y'all, well, maybe one day. Got them 3 figures after child support and taxes. Okay, they didn't work 2 whole weeks. Come home with 3 figures. Talking about you ain't getting my money. What money? I ain't spending no money on women because you ain't got no money to spend on women. I ain't paying because you can't. Y'all just gold diggers. You ain't even got no gold. Y'all protecting them three figures like it's some gold. Ain't no gold. Better pay your rent and be quiet and take out a payday loan so you can eat. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Y'all too young. Y'all going somewhere with that. We ain't talking to y'all. Y'all money is too young. What if we too shy to meet? Then don't meet. Okay, Devonna. Lion, you widowed to look more desirable. Tips. Um, I would just say they moved out of the country because they might think you killed a girl, especially if you look good. But yeah, if they fall for that, just use it to get paid, ma'am. Say you were left in debt. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How to make your father buy you a car by asking him. Tell him you going okay, you're 17. Tell him you're gonna go work at the bar and save money. Then he'll buy you a car, ma'am. Tell him you taking the bus to work at the bar. Lie. You ain't got to work at no bar. Say, well, you know what? I got a job at a bar and I have to take the bus at night or Uber at night to go to work and come back home. So I'll just save up my own money. Then he'll buy you a car. Put yourself in fake danger. Go online and get you a bus pass or a download Uber app. Then he'll pay for you because he'll feel bad. Okay. How to level up with no money? Use what you got until you get some. Okay. Use what you already have. Borrow stuff until you get some. Is that even my real house? It's a fake house. Why would I get up and get dressed and go to a fake house to film? That makes no sense. Yes, it's my real house. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's my house, ma'am. But I appreciate it because, that's kind of a compliment if you think it's fake. So I appreciate it. Okay. How stay mysterious after marriage? Don't tell your husband everything. spend time with yourself, get hobbies, still have your own personal life. Don't always be stuck up under him and don't be his slave or maid. Okay? Still have your own life. Okay. I gotta go in about 30 minutes. How to ask him for money even when we are on third date. You start coming up with problems from the first time you talk to him so that he offers you money. Okay, you got to set him up from the very beginning. If he really, really, really likes you, like a lot, you could just ask him. How to get a man to buy you a house? If he really, really likes you, all you got to do is ask him. Okay, he got to really, really like you 10 times more you like him. You said the best country to live in your opinion, the one where you can get the most money as a woman. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, collective, sprinkle, sprinkle. Using a surrogate, how to get push gift. Ask. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Tell him what you need. Ask. Tell him you're going to remember it for the rest of your life if he doesn't. Okay. Y'all said y'all better stay in America. Wherever you can get the most money, man, that's where you go. If they get old and grumpy, how do you deal with this? Leave the house, go shopping, sprinkle, sprinkle. They problem, not yours. They won't even remember what they was mad about, and you come back, they that old. Okay. Y'all are asking the wrong questions. Like y'all are saying, how do you keep him interested? They're supposed to be asking those questions about you, ma'am. This is how I know y'all aren't feeling as if y'all are the prize. How are they supposed to keep your interest? How are they supposed to keep you wanting them? So remember, if you're the prize, they should be asking these questions to themselves and not y'all asking. Yeah, you gotta know who you are. So how to stay confident while dating? Date someone who likes you 10 times more than you like them. Your confidence ain't going nowhere. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Imagine this, only going on dates where men literally worship you. Your confidence ain't going nowhere. That's how you date. Don't date nobody you gotta impress. They're supposed to be impressing you. That's the fastest way to get to what you need. How to get a man to get a vasectomy? Tell him he ain't getting none unless he get one. You ain't getting none unless you get a vasectomy. That's how. Cut him off. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Sorry, Emma. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You say he will replace you easy, and so is she. She will replace him easy. It's too easy these days to replace anybody. On to the next. Okay, wasn't a match. Next. Yeah, y'all act like it's only a one-way situation. Y'all already been replaced because we're dating more than one. It's not even a replace. It's just a transition. I was like, okay, well, one fell off, get another one. It's just like replace that person in the roster. It's like, okay, he fell off. Get a next. who in line? Who did I friend zone? Okay. Depending on where you take me and how much you impress me, might get you out that friend zone. We'll see how much you're gonna spend. So keep a roster, ladies. Men do. They've said it out of their own mouths in the comments. You'll just be replaced. Okay, and so will you with more money. Right? You see it, soft God era. Good for them. How to move out from strict parents' home. Save your money, get a job. Then get you a sugar daddy so you ain't got to work no more. All right. Get a job, save your money, move out, then get you a sugar daddy, or do both at the same time if you can. Get you a man that's going to pay bills. I don't know. Should you let him know ASAP he's competing? No, you don't let them know at all. You just look like you have options, and then lie to their face. I'm like, oh, no, you're the only one. They know they competing. They just don't want to know. But they know. If you look good, they know. It's like wherever you go, men are going to try to come onto you if you look good. So they're always competing, whether you're seeing other people or not. You could be seeing other people. You can meet another man the next day that you weren't seeing previously that has more money or is nicer or whatever to you. So they're always in competition if you look good. If you ugly, they ain't got to worry about that. So that's what I'm saying. If you look good, they're always in competition because they don't know who you're meeting tomorrow. They don't know who you're going to meet after you leave. They don't know who you're going to run into or who's going to come on to you when you walk out that door. They're always in competition if you look good, period. So you could literally be seeing no one but that person. But then you walk out the door, you walk down the street to get into your car, and a man could approach you right then and there with more money and ask you out on a date. So he's always going to be in competition if you look good. Get it? All right. You said nobody wants your used up hot pocket, Darius? Well, that's what happens when you gay for pay. Darius. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said what? Should you give your number when someone asks you? No, you should make them work for it a little bit to make sure that they're worthy and that they'll use it. You know, let them impress you a little bit more. Then give them the number after you've had a decent conversation and, you know, they've at least bought you a drink and, you know, earned your number. You said there's not enough provider men. Yes, there are. Shoot, I met my provider man when I was 22. He was still married, but he was providing. See, y'all don't understand the overlap, the Venn diagram. Okay? Y'all know about the Venn diagram? Okay, here you go. Single man, married man. Married men that are acting single, providers. Y'all get it? Divorced people. Y'all ain't never heard of divorce? Y'all ain't never heard of dating a married man with money? Y'all ain't never heard all of that? Because that's what most of y'all are doing anyway. All these married men out here trying to ask for your number, trying to holler, trying to date. Those are providers. Get your money, man. You can also date another one on the side who's single and get provided for there. There are enough providers. Y'all are just not open-minded. Y'all are just thinking about single men. No, there's married men out here acting single, acting like providers. Why you ain't gonna get it? Okay, they ain't look, they married, they Barbara the Builder, they ain't gonna be married too much longer. Don't get your man. There's enough providers because he ain't providing at home fully. He's going 50-50 with Barbara the Builder, or Barbara the Builder paying for everything while he's saving. He can actually go and afford the woman he actually wants. So there are enough providers. There are just not enough providers in your view, but there are. There's mistresses. There are side chicks that are being provided for who don't work, running their own business. There are men who divorce and then remarry. There are men who just date and provide. There are sugar daddies. What are y'all talking about? There's not enough providers. Y'all trying to, what are y'all trying to do? There's so many providers out there. Y'all are just overlooking them. Y'all aren't counting them in. Uh-oh, Paola, how can you help your friend build her self-esteem? She's obsessed with a dusty who won't even pity for her. Give her this channel, ma'am. Tell her to watch this channel every day until she stops being a pygmy. Buy her one of my books. Okay? The links are in the description bar. Keep calling him Dusty. Don't call him by his name. All right. Yes. So if you're a side chick, you could be married. Look, you can be several. You could be married and a side chick at the same time. You didn't know that? Do you know that the possibility for a woman is endless to get this money? You could be a mistress and a wife at the same time. Y'all didn't know that? Welcome to my world. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Men do it all the time. They married and got a mistress. What the heck? Just call him a Mr., except he paying for you. You said you are currently, you married and got you and a mistress at the same time. Yes, go ahead. I am Che Monique. Get it, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all acting like ain't no providers out here. It's plenty. You could have more than one at the same time if you're smart. It's the truth, y'all. Wake up. You know what? The funny thing is, a lot of y'all men don't even realize, but women have already been, smart women have already been doing this for years. Y'all are just now getting the information. We've been doing this for years. It's not a prostitute. If the man that loves you and likes you and wants you to be happy and gives you money, and it's not prostitution because you ain't doing nothing in exchange for it. If he wants to say you're his woman and he wants to pay your bills and he wants to make sure you're taken care of, that's what he wants to do. It's only prostitution if you don't have enough money to claim a woman. Okay, and most of y'all can't even afford a prostitute. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They're just mad because now women are getting the most out of the situations. That's why they're mad. So honestly, it's not really a hoe because hoes get paid. It's having several options. So for example, if a man says, oh, I have more than one wife, or, oh, if I'm rich, I'm still going to cheat, then why can't a woman say the same thing? Oh, if my man don't give me everything I want, then I'm going to get it from someone else. It's the same thing that y'all say. It's the same thing that y'all do. The exact same thing. But when y'all do it, y'all make it seem like it's okay and it's masculine. But now that y'all don't have enough money to do those things and we can do it better and get paid, oh, now it's bad. Now it's bad. Now it's wrong. Now we're doing it better than y'all, except we're getting more out of it. Now we're getting businesses. Now we're getting everything paid for. Now we don't have to pay bills. And now y'all mad because y'all been doing it for free and paying women to cheat. So don't get mad at us. Just play your role. Play your role. But you can't really get upset because we've been learning from y'all for all this time. Okay, they can do it. We can do it better. And get paid. That's why they're mad. Exactly. Okay. So get 3 and get all bills paid by 3. I could save some, spend some, and pay these bills. I could stack mine and stack his. Oh my gosh. In a couple of years, I'm going to have more money than my main provider. That's because I got 3. Oh, now I can do what? Okay. Great. You see how you can level up so far when you're dating several men that are providers versus sticking with one dusty? Y'all are missing the whole point. They don't like them double standards, Tiff. I know. Because see, women can literally level up so high dating several men with money at the same time. Like I said, that one pays all the bills, one thinks he's paying all the bills, but you putting that straight into your savings or investing. And the other one thinks he's paying bills too, and you going shopping and buying your car and paying off your debt. So you're getting literally 3 incomes. And if you have a job, that's 4 incomes just from dating. So you're dating 3 guys and they think they're paying your bills, all your bills. Each one is paying all your bills. So you're getting your bills paid times 3 every month. Add that up. Add it up. One man's money goes into savings. Another man's money can go towards your business. Another man's savings can go towards your shopping. Another man's money. So you add that up, you got 3 streams of income. You don't even have to work if you don't want to. Or you start your business with the savings if that's what you choose to do in the future. But these guys, they're spending money to cheat. You see? You say you're a lesbian, but you're 30 and you're mistaken for being 18. Many 40-year-old plus men take interest in me. Advice for what is useful as a lesbian. Just pretend you're straight and get their money. You ain't got to sleep with them. Sparkle. There have been several women in the comments who are lesbians who date men and get money out of them who ain't sleeping with them because they're gay. Okay. You could act straight, can't you? Sprinkle. All you got to do is look good and act straight. And you can get your money too. All right. All right. How do you milk a man for money without sleeping with him? Just like a lesbian. Sprinkle. Okay. Don't try to lie to him and promise him it's something in the future and that something's going to come up and you're never going to get to that point. Oh, Neri, sprinkle. Any advice on dating in college town? Every time you go to freestyle, it seems like everyone is in a relationship. Well, then why are you in the college town dating? Go outside of the college town. Sprinkle. Or find a singles night somewhere. I don't know. They cheat and have to pay. We cheat and get rich. Exactly. Learn how to use this to your advantage. They got to pay for our forgiveness. Okay. Y'all don't understand how to get money. Lie. You lie and promise them things that will never happen. You lie. You promise them things that will never happen and you get money. Okay. I can't think about that. And, I'm worried about my bills. Okay. Well, let me pay your bills. Okay. Well, you know what? Maybe like get us a hotel room for next week. And then during that whole week, you can ask for whatever you want. I need this. I need my nails done. I need my hair done. I need this. I got to pay this bill. You're going to get it because he already got the hotel booked. On all of a sudden, the day before you got to go to the hotel, something comes up and you can't make it. Okay. A fake funeral. Now you sad. You ain't in the mood. You got to wait a whole nother month for you to get over that fake grief that you made up. And like I said, possibly pay for you to go out of town to attend the fake funeral that you done lied about. Then when you get back, he's going to think you ready again. And you promise him something in 2 weeks from now. Okay, well, maybe ask him for whatever you want in them 2 weeks. Keep stringing him along until he figured out or until he falls for you because he's invested so much money, he ain't letting you go. Now he want a commitment. Okay, then you can say, well, I'm not doing anything in a relationship unless all my bills are paid and I don't work no more. So you can keep dragging it out. The longer you drag it out, the more he's putting into you, the more he's investing, the longer he's going to stay. Okay, just learn how to lie and lie well. Oh, Caitlin, sprinkle. What does it say about a 19-year-old man who is talking about marriage? I told him to get what? I told him to get prosperous and he is sending money. Girl, I'm not marrying nothing in their teens. Are you crazy? Just get his money and just think it's cute. Okay. He's not close to marriage until he's close to being able to afford your dream house. Oh, she Shack Sprinkle Sprinkle. He's 2 years younger and three streams of income and loves me a lot. Talks about marriage. He takes care of me. Okay. If can he buy your dream house? Sprinkle Sprinkle. Whenever y'all keep asking me about marriage, can he buy your dream house? Can he buy you the house that you want? Are you gonna have to work if you get pregnant? Answer them questions and you know the answer. Okay. If he loses his job, does he have backup? Or you gonna have to get out and go work? Okay. The answer is if those things aren't in place, the answer to the marriage proposal is always gonna be no. Sorry. Nope. Can't do it. I can't do it. I'm sorry. You're not financially stable enough for marriage. You said you was drunk and a man approached you directly for sex. Why? Out of all the women, I didn't give him sex. I told him he didn't have money. So now, girl, what you was dressed like? Sprinkle, sprinkle. What you had on? Deja Realm, sprinkle, sprinkle. Why do SB on Reddit say no man will provide? I don't even know what that is, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. But thank you. Honestly, they not trying to get taken advantage of, I guess. Don't be meeting guys online. You're married a provider, but he can be a major a-hole at times. Suggestions, strategies for dealing. Leave the house and go do something else. Go shopping when he's being mad. Go to the grocery store. Or tell him you're going to the grocery store and go to the mall. Honestly, when you acting a fool, you're going to act a fool by yourself because I'm getting ready to go shop. I'm going to the store. I'm going to get a coffee. I'm going to do something. I ain't finna stay here with you. Acting stupid. All right. I'm just leaving. Oh, I got an appointment. Oh, I gotta go. I'll see you later. Bye. I'm not finna stay in the house with somebody acting stupid. I'm finna go find something else to do. Okay. Why are you sitting up there being mad when you could be out shopping or out doing something? Go to, go do something fun. Once what? What to look for in a husband apart from money and provider? Sanity, generosity. He got to like you 10 times more than you like him. All right. He got to like you 10 times more than you like him. That's the best husband ever because they're going to do whatever you want. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Besides money, 10 times more than you like them. That's what you got to have. If y'all are jealous that y'all can't start a YouTube channel and help other people live their best life, I'm sorry for you. Men come here. Men are more jealous than the women. That's sad. Like, I could understand a woman saying, okay, well, how could she do this? And let me learn and take some notes. But a grown man, listen, then take notes. And then you can get some too. You just got to aim for Pick Misha and Barbara the Builder in them. Y'all go find Pick Misha and them. They ready with open arms to take in a Dusty. That's all you got to do. Go to the grocery store and look for the bonnets. There you go. Bump into them. Okay, that's how you find it. Look for house slippers and bonnets. There go your woman. In public, okay? They have to have that on in public though for them to be the proper type of woman that you're looking for to provide and take care of you. Okay. That's what you got to be seen out in public with. All right. Don't be mad. Just go find them. Just look for the bonnets. If you tall, you can see them from far away. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Literally, go to the grocery store. Go like this. When you see a bonnet, that's the aisle you go down. Okay. There she go. That's for you. Bonetta. So, excuse me, ma'am. I really love your bonnet today. She's all yours. What you got in the cart? Ooh, you look like you can cook. That bonnet smell like fried chicken. That's hot Cheetos. I bet you could throw down in the kitchen, huh? I like me a woman that can cook. Come on, give me your number. That's how you live your soft boy era. Okay. Shira, what do you do if you're online and he calls you boring and says recycled convos? How stop meeting guys online? I don't know why. How many times I got to say this? I don't know how many times I have to tell y'all. Stop meeting men online. Go out in the real world and meet people in the real world. That way you're not online being boring. Oh, send me raw sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, girl. How long would you wait to be in a commitment? I'm not going to be exclusive to any man unless they paying all my bills. And when they paying all my bills, then I'm going to tell them we're in a committed relationship. They committed to my bills. So if they want me to stay in their life exclusively, they're going to be paying bills because that's what commitment means to me. And I'm not going to be chasing behind no commitment. Either they want me and they're going to pay these bills, or I'm going to be dealing with others. So you're the prize. You don't chase after commitment. Men chase after commitment from you, or you give them options of how to get commitment out of you. Pay these bills and I'll commit to you. If you're not on that level, then you chasing and you're not attracting. Okay, you're dealing with the wrong one. If you have to chase for commitment, because they should want a commitment out of you. If they're the one chasing. Okay. How do you know he likes you 10 times more? If he's paying all your bills and you no longer in debt and he's trying to do whatever he can do to make sure that you stay with him. So for example, if you come up with a scenario saying, I need help, I need money, and he does it for you because he wants you to stay with him. He's trying to impress you. If you say, okay, well, I don't want to work anymore because I don't like my job and my boss sucks. And he says, quit, I'll pay all your bills. That's another indication. When he says, you know what, just let me know what you need and I got you. That's another indication. When you don't have to pay for nothing. He offers, to make sure you're okay. That's another indication. They got to like you 10 times more, man. That means they'll do whatever you need them to do. Because think about this. If you like someone 10 times more than they like you, you're going to try to impress them and do whatever they need, right? That's what the man's going to do for you. So if they don't like you 10 times more, you don't get married. Y'all ever seen those couples where the man does everything for the woman? Y'all ever seen those couples where the man is just whatever you want, honey, whatever you need, baby, whatever. The man likes her 10 times more than she like him. So when you marry, they got to like you way more. It can't be equal. It can't be. Otherwise, it's going to change during the marriage. Then you're going to become a pygmisha. Because, he didn't call. He didn't text. He's busy. He came home, at a certain time and he's supposed to be home at this time. Then you're going to start work. If he going to be the one worried about you the whole time if he likes you more. So keep that 10 times more and you'll always go, get the best type of situation. How to rotational date when men talks a lot. He has a large social circle around the city. Also, it is masculine to lift heavy Men stare. Okay, yeah, don't be lifting heavy weights. Go to maybe like a female gym or something. I don't know. Also, date on another side of town or in a different city if you're going to date several. If you're a man, if you're dating one guy who has a big social circle, or maybe date in a different ethnicity, or maybe date in a different culture. So you're not going to run into each other a lot. Okay. Or date in a way different age range, as long as they all have money. What do you do if his friend says you're not worth the favors he does for you? Um, it doesn't matter. Does he want to sleep with his friends? Sprinkle, sprinkle. They don't know if you're worth it or not. Have they slept with you? Okay. He said it sounds like his friends want to date him. Exactly. What if they ask what you do, but you hate your job? Then lie. Lie, tell them something boring that they don't want to ask about. Go in 5 minutes. Sure, he said that we can't go out shopping at the mall because he's afraid that our colleagues will see, okay, us, yet he's rich. Okay, well, he can order stuff online, man. You can fill up a cart and have it on your phone and pull it up. Tell him to put your credit card information in here, sir. He could take you shopping online. I'm getting ready to go, y'all. I have to go. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So I gotta go. Thank y'all, everybody who donated. I appreciate you guys. All the super chats and all the cash apps. I really appreciate you. All the good questions. Remember, if you're trying to date for marriage, date older, because young guys ain't trying to get married, and they shouldn't get married because they're not responsible enough financially or mentally. So nothing against them. It's just they're not ready. And don't try to pressure younger guys into marriage because you'll always regret it. Get the guys who are ready to tell you ain't got to work no more, who are older and like you 10 times more. Okay. Then you can live your life. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one.